She was told she'd never make it because of her skin color, but Naomi Campbell didn't just break barriers, she shattered them. From being discovered at 15 to dominating runways in Paris, Milan, and New York, Naomi became one of the first black supermodels to achieve global fame. But her journey wasn't just about beauty. It was about power, resilience, and rewriting the rules of fashion. This is the story of how Naomi Campbell rose from South London to become a timeless icon. Early life and background. Naomi Elaine Campbell was born on May 22, 1970, in Streatham, South London, England. Her mother, Valerie Morris, was a Jamaican-born dancer, and Naomi never met her biological father, who abandoned the family before she was born. Her stepfather, Bruce Campbell, later gave her his surname. Growing up, Naomi's childhood was far from glamorous. Her mother traveled frequently for work, leaving Naomi to be raised by relatives and friends. She often felt like an outsider, tall, skinny, and different from her peers. But from a young age, she was exposed to dance and performance, taking classes at the Barbara Speake Stage School and later at the Italia Conti Academy of Theatre Arts. Her exotic beauty and striking presence were evident early on, but no one could have predicted just how far she'd go. Discovery and first break. Naomi's life changed forever at age 15, when she was scouted by Beth Bolt, a model agency head, while window shopping in Covent Garden. It was a classic right place, right time moment, and Naomi's natural confidence made her stand out instantly. Within months, she was shooting for local magazines and quickly caught the attention of top agencies in London and Paris. By 1986, at just 16 years old, she was already appearing on the cover of British Elle. A rare feat for any newcomer, let alone a young black girl from South London. Her first major break came when she walked for Yves Saint Laurent in Paris. Saint Laurent himself reportedly fell in love with her look and became one of her earliest supporters, giving her exposure to the highest levels of fashion. Rise to supermodel status. By the late 1980s, Naomi was everywhere. She became one of the big six supermodels * of the 90s, alongside Cindy Crawford, Linda Evangelista, Christy Turlington, Claudia Schiffer, and Kate Moss. But Naomi's story was different. She was one of the few black women at that level, breaking down racial barriers in an industry that often excluded women of color. She appeared on over 500 magazine covers, including Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Time magazine. In 1988, she became the first black model to appear on the cover of French Vogue, and later, the first black model on American Vogue September issue, a milestone that changed fashion history. Her runway presence was legendary. Fierce, powerful, and unforgettable. Designers like Gianni Versace, Azzedine Alaïa, and Chanel loved her for her energy and ability to bring clothes to life. Challenges and controversies. But Naomi's journey wasn't without struggle. She faced racism and discrimination throughout her career. Agencies often labeled her difficult for demanding equal pay and treatment, something her white counterparts were rarely questioned for. In the 1990s and early 2000s, Naomi was involved in several high-profile controversies, including legal battles over alleged assaults and disputes with staff. She openly admitted to struggling with anger management and substance abuse, eventually seeking therapy and rehab. In 2007, she served community service after pleading guilty to assaulting her housekeeper. Naomi later called it a wake-up call, and has since worked to rebuild her image, focusing on philanthropy and mentorship. Philanthropy and activism. Beyond modeling, Naomi has always been passionate about giving back. She founded Fashion for Relief in 2005, a charity that uses fashion shows to raise money for humanitarian causes, including Hurricane Katrina relief, Ebola crisis aid, and COVID-19 pandemic support. She's also been a vocal advocate for diversity and inclusion in fashion, pushing for more representation of black models and designers on runways and in campaigns. Business ventures and pop culture. Naomi's influence extends beyond the runway. She's launched several successful ventures, including fragrance line, with over 25 perfumes, fashion collaborations with brands like Pretty Little Thing and NARS, acting roles in TV shows like _Empire_ and American Horror Story. She's also a regular fixture at major events like the Met Gala, continuing to shape pop culture and fashion trends. Legacy and influence. Today, Naomi Campbell is more than a model. She's a cultural icon, activist, and mentor. Her impact on fashion is undeniable, paving the way for models like Adata Keck, Anak Yai, and Winnie Harlow. She's proof that beauty, when paired with determination, can change the world. Naomi's story isn't just about fashion. It's about resilience, power, and breaking every boundary in your path. Naomi Campbell's journey from South London to global supermodel is more than just a success story. It's a blueprint for breaking barriers and owning your power. She didn't just walk runways. She changed them forever. If you loved this deep dive into Naomi's life, smash that like button, subscribe for more iconic stories, and let me know in the comments which model you want me to cover next. Until next time, keep walking your own runway.